I like to make videos, people. Sometimes just what's on my mind, and it can be helpful to other people if they'll watch. Because before I make any video, I always think, is this going to be useful to anybody? Yeah, any video I make, it can be useful for people. But this one is I hope some women watch this video. Is there some things you need to learn about us men? You need to learn. You know, I've heard it date sites because just out of curiosity, I'll look at this crap or junk randomly, because I get bored because I'm retired when I'm not working on the cars or the motorcycle or the house. And there's a tendency with women in their 20s and 30s. They think that once a man gets on over 50, he has an erection dysfunction, which they call that erectile dysfunction, you know? He can't get hard. That's actually not any more true for a man than a woman. Men that have erection problems generally they're a bunch of whiskey drinking beer heads that get fat and they ruin their health. They overeat a bunch of sugary crap. And then, when they're drunk, they meet a woman at a bar or when they're drinking. Of course, they're not going to be able to function. And neither are the women. I've been with a lot of women when I was younger in my 20s and 30s. Well, they'd drink so much booze they'd pass out after we had sex. So I can work both directions. But in general, I still know a lot of the guys I went to high school with. And most all of us, unless we're big and fat or we drink a lot of booze, I'm age 69. And people, okay, I have a girlfriend Pauline. She's 62. Okay, she lives close. She rents a house 3 streets down from me, okay? And she's off on Fridays and Saturdays. She likes to just come by my house or I go by the house she's renting occasionally. And it is not unusual for us to have intercourse in the missionary position or with her on her knees up on the bed. That is not unusual. And for me to go like 30 minutes, or shockingly, I've gone up to like an hour, it is not unusual at all. Why? Because she appeals to me. I like the shape of her derriere. I'm trying to keep this as pleasant as I can because people get their defenses, man. They're bothered with direct language. I don't know why. We would all do better in life if we would be direct. I mean, but just the shape of her ass, it turns me on a lot. And I like to do it, from behind with her knees up on the bed. Oh God, I don't have any trouble with erection or even an orgasm. I have no trouble at all. And there's times we'll go like 3 different times in a day on a Friday or a Saturday. And other men that I know that I went to high school with or around my age, if they have a halfway decent looking woman, they're the same as me. They're functioning good. See, it's just a lot of rumors. It's a lot of stuff that is not true. Because here's something that's been medically proven. For a man to be able to get an erection and enter into a woman's vagina, if he's able to walk one flight of stairs. It is a medical fact. He can do it. It's a fact. It is a fact. The rest is taboo. It's bullshit, boys. Now, a lot of men, they allow their wives to think they are erectile dysfunctional. They allow them to think that. Let me explain that. Okay. When I was younger, Sally Struthers highly appealed to me. Like when she was in that movie with Steve McQueen called The Getaway in 1972, she highly appealed to me. Because actually, she had more meat on her then than when she started being in the sitcom All in the Family. I guess they made her lose weight to play that part of Archie Bunker's daughter, but before that, she was in the movie Five Easy Pieces with Karen Black and uh Jack Nicholson. Okay, and then Steve McQueen and Ally McGraw in the movie Getaway in 1972. Y'all ought to watch those two movies. If you hadn't seen them, they're great. And not just because of her, the actors and the plot in the movie, you know. But yeah, oh yeah, she highly turned me on. But today I listened to her in an interview. She she's mainly devoted her whole life to helping her daughter succeed, even though her daughter's older, of course. But if I was married to her and she said, come on, Earl, it's that time. You've been ignoring me for like 3 days. I'd have to say, honey, I've been having this headache and I'm just getting older. Maybe I need to take, you know, yeah, because there's no appeal there. It's just not there. Okay. It's like with Brooke Shields. She looked pretty good when she was younger, but well, she was way too skinny. But the way she looks now, I like her. I just listened to her in an interview. And but if I was married to her, it'd be, oh, hey baby, wouldn't you rather us just go to the park instead? I haven't been feeling too well. I think it's something I might have eaten yesterday because the looks are just not there. Well, not for me, maybe for some other men, you know, maybe for some other men. And, yeah, there are women my age that appeal to me, but you know, here's something that's a fact. Nearly all men that are my age, like age 69 on average, they still prefer a woman that's not really over 50 because women after 50, dang, oh man, woo! You know, that's when that change of life happens to them at about age. They let themselves get fat and they quit caring. They don't want to wear makeup. They don't care about their hair. That's not going to turn a man on. Just because a humanoid sits there or stands there and said, "Hey, I'm a girl. You're the boy. You're supposed to go crazy and do it to me." No, it don't work that way. But most of this stuff, you know, women are like, "Well, my husband, he became erectile dysfunctional." No, it's look at her. Look at how she looks. You know, look at how she looks. I mean, and that can work both ways. So I'm not a double standard person, but men that let themselves look like shit and stay drunk. So a 30-year-old woman, she does it with the plumber or the you know, a salesman that's selling her a refrigerator. I don't blame her either, you know, because there's the old saying, take care of your own at home, you know. and don't blame the other. And the thing about men, they all cheat. And so do women, so do women. Because I've known so many people in my life. I've been around women and men cheat. It's just women know how to keep their damn mouth shut about it. Because that's how women get promotions at all ages. Because even when a woman loses her look, she can be a 60-year-old secretary. A woman will kneel down by that desk and take care of an employer. You know, I mean, that's a fact. Places I've worked, I know what really goes on. So, it's not going to be about her looks in a case like that. And, it's just from different angles you learn about life. But you younger women in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, quit thinking that when us men are 69 like me, that we aren't functional, because you're wrong. You are wrong. I've always been highly sex. And oh yeah, it's I don't try to keep up. What do they call that? I can't remember. When you try to keep up with a quote. Like when Pauline's around me on Fridays and Saturdays, I'm at her place. I'm not trying to keep up a quota for her. No, I'm choosing it. I'm choosing it. When I want to go 3 times in what would be a 18-year-old or a 18-hour day, I'm choosing it because I'm horny. But it's not true that men phase out before women. It's not true. Now, a lot of men, they might phase out because of their brain. And the widows, whether it's a woman or a man, they think that to have sex with somebody else, even though their spouse is in the grave now, has passed away, they think they're supposed to die and never have sex with anybody for a dead person. No, no, no. Do you quit eating? Do you quit breathing air? Do you quit defecating? Do you quit driving your car? No. You don't quit having sex either because you're part of a living. If I had a wife right now and I died, hell, if I left a will, I'd say, honey, still keep having those orgasms. Keep living, honey. I'm not selfish enough to expect for a person to be in denial, and neither should you. But, there can be a lot of reasons. But girls in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, quit thinking that us men don't have it anymore. I don't care what you think, but oh, yes, we do too. And actually, in most cases, I could probably outperform most guys that are like 18 up in their 20s now. You know why? Because I don't have the damn hang-ups they have. See, I don't have the hang-ups they have. Experience works well. Experience works well. But this isn't a pervert video. No, it's to educate with reality. And remember what I said about women that highly appeal to me when they were younger, like Sally Struthers. And, there's a list, even Linda Blair, when she got about 20. Ooh, she's in this movie. It was called Stranger in Our House. Ooh, man, and her wearing those pants and riding that horse. She turned me on. But now, and even 20 years ago, when she started that vegan shit and all that, skinny, like a skeleton. She doesn't turn me on now. She did back then 'cause she had some meat on her. She had a full face. She looked good. Looked good. And when she was in another movie, a horror movie called Hell Nut, oh yeah, she looked juicy. I mean, for a short one, She had what men want, because, us men, we talk about this stuff and we're blunt. We'll throw it at each other like, oh, you remember Linda Blair when she was around 20? Would you this or that? And we're direct and blunt. We're not like you women. And they'll immediately, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yes. But, oh, anyway, yeah, I'm getting myself, and I'm gonna fix my damn teeth. I've got good insurance. I got my eyes fixed up, cataract surgery in each eye. I can now see better than I could see when I was a teenager. Practically have X-ray vision now. Oh man, but this will help people if they'll friggin' listen. Get your head out of your ass and listen, people. Okay. And women, if you're fat, lose the fat. Lose the fat. And don't be a fat slob. Don't do that. Men, same thing. Put all that booze away. Quit that shit. Now, if you just don't care and don't want to have sex, and you don't care that it can wreck your health and give you a heart attack and stroke, well, go ahead. That's your right. Go ahead. But other than that, just keep living. Keep living. Living it up. I'm still very oral, too. Very oral. Woo. Yeah, I remember a lot of those actresses like Karen Black in the movie Airport in 1975. Uh, they would have said, his head stuck between my legs. I can't get him out. Well, it's only because I tripped, y'all. And she happened to be nude just getting out of the shower. Well, it's true. It's true. Oh, oh man, shit, shit, shit. But life is beautiful. But that video I watched with Brooke Shields, yeah, I was just looking, and she mentioned a lot of thing about. She's 59 now, and she mentioned to the interviewer, she said, it's like when I got over 50, people were like I was a throwaway item. Yeah, I know the feeling. God. Anyway, bye bye. And people, I follow Jesus Christ, but I'm a realist. I'm a realist. And I'm like this, I cause no harm to myself, and I will not cause harm to another. Well, anyway, later.